Here in San Diego in the first week of April, the rains have stopped, so strawberries are starting to come out, and miner's lettuce is at its prime right now. I like to plant wild miner's lettuce so that we can have something that self-seeds and grows really fast. You see it all over the place in the shade when you're hiking this time of year, and it dies off in the summer real quick when the heat starts to hit it. The wild arugula I've got all over the yard is starting to come out. You get really nice tight leaves that are peppery, but not too peppery this time of year. We also have some jaugalon that's just broke dormancy and has got a very mild cucumber flavor. I like to use the tips because they're the most tender and they're easy to plate. I'm getting the last of the alpine strawberries, which are a cool season strawberry. Really small white berries. They're really good in the winter, and when they ripen, they taste like a Jolly Rancher. These things are absolutely delicious. And then we've got wood sorrel, also known as sour grass. It's got a real sour flavor that grows wild in my yard, and I just let it go, and it'll die off in a couple weeks, so we won't have that anymore, but we'll eat it while we have it. Nasturtiums are also growing really fast right now. These are a trailing variety that spread really rapidly, and you can eat the flowers and the leaves. I like to eat the real small leaves. They plate really well, and they're really tender and delicious. Here's a little cilantro that's self-started. Then we got radish pods. You eat the pods and it tastes just like a radish. Peas are starting to trail up really fast, and I eat the flowers and the shoots. They're really tender and have like a really mild flavor of peas. And you can also eat the tendrils. Right now, this is kind of a story of what is growing wild out right now and also in my yard. The miner's lettuce is going to be the base of this along with the arugula, and they're going to be kind of a contrast between mild and sweet and peppery and strong flavors. You can counteract that with some sweetness from the strawberries, sweetness from the pea shoots, and a little more peppery flavor from the nasturtium leaves, flowers, and radish pods. Plating is really simple, just pile them up. I like to place things in odd numbers. This is a center plated style, so everything's nice and tight. I layer it in there, stack it in really nice. This is just flavors of what's happening right now. We got some sweet, we got some peppery, some sour from the wood sorrel, cucumber from the jaugalon, and finish it off with some lemon and some really buttery Alberquina olive oil. It's one of my favorite olive oils to use because it's really buttery. It doesn't have that kick, and we've got enough kick on this plate, so we don't need to add more. So that's what we got this week on a plate. It's beautiful. It's subtle flavors matched by strong flavors, and every bite is different and every week is different because everything grows differently each week, and we'll see what next week brings.